Hi, this is Odeean. This is a follow-up video to my Arcadia YF-19 review that I did just recently. This is my own custom version of the YF-19. This is very old. If you've known my work for a long time, you probably saw this years ago. I only drag it out now because I just got such a fantastic version of the YF-19. So, I mean, you're seeing it from a distance here, but this thing is huge. So from the foot to the top of the shoulder there is 26 centimeters, so that's about 10.5 inches tall. In length here, greater than the ruler, so say 16 inches in length in Go Walk mode. In fighter mode, that would easily be, what's that, 18, 19, 20 inches maybe if it could transform. It can't transform, it's just a stationary work of art that's been sitting around my house. I think it's cool anyway. Here's a bit of a closer look. It's a little bit rough looking if you see it up close like this, but part of that's got to do with the process by which it's made. So this is essentially thin cardboard stuck together in cross sections and then kind of laminated with a paint on lacquer. So if I turn it around to the back here where it was never finished, you can see one of the cross sections exposed there, and I would just glue panels over the top of that. As I would glue on a section, what I would do is just brush on lacquer all over it, wait a couple of days, and then hand sand it down or use a block with a sander or whatever, and that would average out the bumps in the surface until I got this nice even surface. So it's essentially, I guess it's like Papercraft in a way. This is all just hollow card glued down. There's odds and ends all over the place in this figure. This plastic section here is a G1 tech spec bent into shape. The cockpit section here is a Coke bottle that I just kind of bent and pinned down. Panel lines are just cut into the surface with a razor, and then I put paint in the groove. What else we've got going on here? The hand is made of pegs. Bits of a pen down here in the vectoring nozzle. Lift this camera up a little bit. What have we got in here? Staples. Here's some exposed detail on the side here, some real wires, matchsticks make up the leg bit there, cigarette packet foil. I went for at the time I had a book my sister brought back from Japan, and it had some cutaway detail, as Japanese things tend to do. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if it was cut away on one side? So I gave it my best shot with the junk that I had. You can see a bottle top lid in there, some more staples. If I turn it around this way, this section, where am I pointing at? Back here and back here. This is actually blue tack covered in paint. So it's not really very durable. It was, as I say, more of a work of art. But, I think it's pretty cool. I've got my Arcadia YF-19 here for a size comparison. If I can get this back far enough, you can see it is pretty huge compared to a 1/60th. I don't know exactly what scale this is at. I'm guessing maybe 1/50th, maybe even a little bigger. I'm not so sure. I did make this gun pod. It is harder. The finer the work, the harder it is with that technique. So it's made with the same technique. Probably that technique of laminating card is not really well suited to this, and maybe I should have gone with styrene or stuff, but at the time this was just an experiment, and I based it on stuff that I just had lying around. And this is before the days of just going on eBay and buying styrene and stuff like this. This was back when if you wanted something, you had to know where to get it, and all I had was card, lacquer and sandpaper. So with that, this is what I did. The gun can go into this hand, although it doesn't really hold it too well. I guess if I bend everything a bit and just sort of lever it in there, it sort of holds it a little bit better. But the gun isn't really meant to be held in the shield hand. It should be in the other hand, but because the other hand is exposed and under construction there, it can't really hold it in the correct hand. So that's it. That's my junkcraft YF-19. I hope you enjoy.